Hello. Um, yes. Right now, I feel quite tired. I'm kind of relaxed. It's almost time for me to go to bed. But I don't really want to go to bed. I've had a bad history with sleeping. I've had really bad, dreams. Really bad out-of-body experiences at night before. These luckily are receding and I'm beginning to sleep more peacefully. Though sometimes it is hard for me to get to sleep because I just keep thinking. I can't stop thinking about stuff, about how to reason through different perplexful dramas, situations, problems in the world. I just like to try to describe them in my own way and find solutions to the problems in a peaceful manner. Yes. And I usually do end up going to sleep, but it's just not exactly what I want. So, right now I'm thinking about voices in my head, and the reason I was thinking about that was a roadblock for me, and to think I could not go on in my conversation just then because I had this thing called about voices, just wanting to be heard and be said. The reason I kind of swayed away from it is because voices are usually looked down upon these days, and I do believe that relatively these days in medical health and treating the mentally ill is relatively better than how we treated them in the past by torture and stuff. I mean this in that evolution usually figures things out, and yes, I do believe that the mentally ill these days just are not treated properly. People don't understand them. People don't want to understand them. So the quickest and most efficient thing to do is to treat them as is legally expected, with medicine and therapy with therapists who really don't usually understand or won't understand what the person is truly going through. They just won't use their empathic judgment a lot, because legally, if they said what they perhaps their souls and their peaceful selves wanted to say to truly heal things, it could be illegal. They could say something that you could that somebody else might hear, as the patient might tell somebody else, and that somebody else might actually make it less likely for the therapist to get more patients. This type of efficiency is quite prevalent. It's not bad in the sense that we are humans, and God does. He knows more than us, and from this standpoint and looking at it that way, it seems quite depressing. But if you'll see, evolution keeps going on, time keeps going on, And this usually brings differences to be looked at and analyzed and sorted out. And very slowly, things might come to a more wholesome outlook on life. But as a schizo-affective labeled person, I would have actually been treated a lot better and learned more from. It would have been more beneficial for me to get help from a psychic, or someone that is psychic, someone who understands what spirits are and how that whole thing goes about. Someone who would give me confidence to believe in my spiritual self, even though there are terms in the medical world that could label spiritual circumstances and would actually be a derogatory approach to labeling those spiritual circumstances. This phenomena is just a different energy or structure of the universe trying to understand another structure, another energy. And yes, peace is a question as of now. Peace is not perfectly placed, it is not perfectly said, etc. It takes time and understanding to know what peace is. So as of now, we do have wars and hatred, etc., because all differences are not taken into account. All differences are not looked at with the proper energy it takes to understand such a difference. Yes, what I really don't like right now is the language the government uses. Being a schizophrenic, I'm being versed in the language of the government and how it operates. Psychically, this gives me more understanding as to how to interact with such people, how to interact with people who feel they have been victimized by the government and such, and control. It offers me a learning opportunity to kind of judge for myself how to act and think and what to do in this world. Yes, but the language the government uses, there is such dire consequences for something. And to me, this is along the same lines as the energy of if you don't do good, then you'll go to hell. That's just what the energy sounds like for my schizophrenic and spiritually a voice right now of premonition saying advanced, but spiritually understanding viewpoint says. Other viewpoints may see it differently, and indeed they do, because the law would not be written that way if a majority of personalities did not agree for it to be written that way. I have noticed that some of the services and ways of the government, like Medicaid and stuff, for a schizophrenic to interact with such things, really, it can make them even more paranoid. It just does not help them in the way that they need. I think in the way that some of them need. Right now, in our place of evolution, we have building blocks, and we're trying to understand things that go on by trying to emulate those things with building blocks. And this really is a crude a crude interpretation of what we're aiming for. So I see that too, and I just feel that I have gone through so much persecution, and I did get a tarot reading, and a long time ago, and the guy brought up persecution as something that I feel. He's like, but I don't know why and everything, and I didn't really say anything because I've been taught not to tell people who I am. I'm helping myself by going to this new age magic place called Crone's Cupboard in Boise. I really took a leap of faith by doing that because I get so much judgment, and there are dire consequences when you talk to certain types of people about certain types of things. And so now I'm going to trying to go to free classes there 3 times a week with people who really speak the language of spirit, and I feel spirit in that place. This truly amplifies my spirit. I truly can talk to these people in languages that other people don't understand. I feel that my law of attraction rule is accelerated when I go there. The people are just beautiful in their own ways, and we speak a common language that is important to all of us, and that's spirit. Right now, my boyfriend is vacuuming, and I hope you cannot hear it, because that's quite an interference. I attract interference like no other. So really getting rid of him is a possibility if I truly want to expand on my spirituality in a certain way. But we are working together, and indeed working with him, he's a computer programmer, is keeping me safe in this world right now, because he teaches me indirectly what I can do and what I can't do, what will offend people, what won't offend people. As many microcosms of the universe, of what's going on, our interaction will play out the interaction of spirituality versus computers, computer energy. This conversation is a good conversation to have between spirituality and such concrete things. And it's happening now with me and my boyfriend. It's a struggle at times, but I'm learning how to conform a little, and as I do so, I'm able to really express myself much more, because what I want to say is more accepted as I try to understand the rules. It doesn't mean that I was like out there trying to get people before, but I just didn't understand how weird this world really is. Okay. Thanks for listening. I hope I educated you on some stuff that is useful. See you later. Bye.